not merely seeing reality, it is touching the truth.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Chronic Gamer. My name is Matt, and this is my final thoughts and redirect for InuYasha the movie 3 Swords of an Honorable Ruler. So go ahead, click the link in the description, check that out, come back here, let me know what you think in the comments section. If you're watching this on YouTube and you want to see the next 2 weeks worth of reaction videos, check out my Patreon. The link is in the description as well. And over there I post early access reactions to all the videos I post here on YouTube with the exception of video game streams. So, yeah, check that out if you are interested. Okay, so first and foremost, I want to talk about the art and animation of this movie. The artwork was a step up from what we see in the series, but I don't think it was as good as what we saw in, like, the second movie. And that's not just because the aspect ratio was off. Well, I wouldn't say off, but it was back to like the standard definition 4:3 aspect ratio. And for whatever reason, the characters look like they were compressed to me, like it was originally a full screen format or a widescreen format. And for whatever reason, Netflix has a compressed version. I'm not entirely sure if that's the case, but they did look compressed to me. Other than that, I would say that the artwork was okay. It was a step up from what we see in the show. It did look similar to the artwork that we saw in the previous two movies, but it wasn't as good, if you ask me. The animation was more or less consistent with what we know as well from the movies, especially towards the end there with that fight and the backlash wave combined with Sesshomaru's attack. That looked really visually cool. I really like that. For the most part, it was pretty fluid, and I don't really have any complaints there. I think the art was just a little weird to me. It's weird that the third movie would seemingly go back and regress in its quality of picture. It did seem a little fuzzy. I don't know if that's just Netflix copy. Like, the last one seemed less fuzzy. I even checked before I started. I checked the movie, the second movie from Netflix, and it still looked pretty good from what I remember. So I don't know why it would look worse for the third movie, but maybe y'all know the answer to that, but whatever. But I really did like this movie a lot. It really showed a lot of cool backstory that I've been wondering. Specifically, I like the stuff that we got with Sesshomaru talking about his feelings towards his dad and why he has this resentment towards InuYasha. Basically, Sesshomaru just wanted to surpass his father like any son would, I suppose, and he wanted to be a better man and show his father that he can do those things. But unfortunately, his father fell in love with a human and had InuYasha, which bred this resentment in his heart, and it ultimately led to both him and his lover's demise eventually, and it led him to really resent InuYasha with all of that going on. He didn't get the chance to prove to his father that he could be better and defeat him. And yeah, I really like those backstories there. We saw his mother. I thought that his mother raised him a little bit, but it seems that she died when he was still an infant. That could be contradicting to what we saw in the show. I'm almost positive we saw that she had raised him a little bit, and he was like, walking and talking by the time that she died, but maybe you can clear that up. Maybe that's a plot hole or a contradiction. I'm not entirely sure. But either way, I really liked the backstory. Kagome was a little bit too jealous of InuYasha doing things his own way this time around. I mean, he really was possessed by that sword. The sword concept was pretty cool. We never heard that there was a third sword that his father had, but I like how they explained it with it being, the swords of heaven, hell, and earth, with the hell sword being the antagonist of this movie, and the earth sword being the Tessaiga, and the heaven sword being the Tenseiga. But InuYasha and Sesshomaru's father's only wish was for them to work together and to, I guess, work for the benefit of people. And and when they finally were able to come together and defeat the oh man, I forget the name of the sword. Let me see if it says it here in the description. No, I don't remember the name of the sword, unfortunately, but it was something along those lines. But anyways, it seemingly had a mind of its own, and when it opened up the pathway to the Netherworld, they were able to seal it up in there by combining their attacks in a very visually stunning attack, I will add. And I really like that they're working together. You know, hopefully we get to see more of that in the series. I don't think it'll be right away, or it might just always be this way, where they're not like friends, but they work together for mutual benefit. But either way, they've had so much character development so far that it is really cool to see that kind of thing. And yeah, I really did enjoy this movie. Overall, I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10 as far as the InuYasha movies go, which is a pretty good rating for me. I don't remember what I gave the other ones, but I would say that this is probably my favorite of the three, only because of the backstories, but not because it had the best action or overall story, just because it had so much good back information on the characters that we all love. So, yeah, I really enjoyed this. I wish we could have seen their father's face, but we really only saw an outline of it was kind of hazy through the light that was showing when he was there at the end, but at least InuYasha got to speak to his father for a quick second anyway. And yeah, so I don't think there's really much else I can say other than that. So let me know what you think in the comments section, and if you haven't already, like and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Chronic Gamer. Peace.